Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. This is Rana Tanvir Hussain. Dear students and fellows, today we are going to start a series of lecture in which we will try to acquire a skill which will lead towards the earning, and that is the research. So we will learn a skill which is the research methodology. And you know very well, in the competitive world, if we want to succeed, we need to acquire a certain knowledge, a skill which others do not have. So that skill will basically make a bridge on which we will lead toward the achievement of the success. So you need to acquire at least one skill in your life and then master of that skill. No one in the whole world have skill like you are having. So So you need to acquire an information, and what that information will do, that information will reduce uncertainty in your life. The more information you will get, the more uncertainty will be reduced, right? So we need to generate an information, a relevant information which will reduce our uncertainty. And the more we are uncertain, the decision making about anything will be way, way behind the, you can say, the target we want to achieve it, right? Uncertainty will basically create a distance between the expectation and the actual result. So if we want to reduce this uncertainty, we need to acquire relevant information. So what is research? Research is the process of finding solutions. So we need to learn a process which will provide a solution to a certain problem. And how can we do it? We need to do it through the study and analysis. Managers in the organization, they basically constantly faces the changes in the organization, in the whole world. So they are engaged in such process in which they face various factors which they have to manage. So managers in the organization constantly engage themselves in studying and analyzing issues. So they have to provide solution to the problem which they face at the workplace. And during this process, they have to make the decisions. And these decisions can be either the good decisions or the poor decisions. So good decisions and the poor decisions basically are the part of the workplace process which managers face. So they make good decisions or the poor bad decisions. It depends the decision making process which managers adopt, right? So do managers identify where exactly the problem lies? If the answer is yes, then this leads to good decision making. Do they correctly recognize the relevant factors in this situation needing investigation? If the answer is yes, it's a good decision making. Do they know what types of information are to be gathered and how it leads towards the good decision making? Do they know how to make use of the information so collected and draw appropriate conclusions to make the right decisions? If the answer is yes, then it will lead to good decision making. And if the answer of these questions is no, there is a chance that the manager will make bad decisions and due to which the organization will suffer. So in business research, we basically have to learn a systematic and organized effort which will investigate a specific problem encountered in the work setting that needs a solutions. So in every sphere of work setting, uh, we have to adopt a systematic and organized, rather step-by-step process which will investigate a specific problem, specific issue which that particular department or organization is facing. So we have to provide a solution. And business research comprises a series of steps, designed and executed with the goal of finding answers to the issues that are of the concern to the managers in the work environment. So what steps are involved in it? We need to know where the problem areas exist in the organization. So we need to find out. We need to diagnose as clearly and specifically as possible the problems that need to be studied and resolved. So diagnostic process need to be incorporated, and then gather information, analyze the data, and determine the factors that are associated with the problem and solve it by taking the necessary corrective measures. Research information is neither intuitive nor haphazardly gathered. So it is an objective way. It is not the part of intuition of the researcher, because we face business issues, business problems for which we have to provide a solution. So it does not generate haphazardly, basically, right? So for the solution of that business problem, we need to do it again and again. So we need to do the research again and again, and we have to very objective in that process. We have to detach our personal belongings, our personal, you can say, any traits from the work setting, which will create a biasness in doing the solution for that specific problem. The excitement of research in today's world is the modern technology, right? Modern technology has made the research very easy and exciting, because there are a lot of modern technology tools available which help us to do the research and provide solution for the business problem. So whatever the knowledge or the information we want to gain, we basically use the modern technology to do that. So decision-making process have become very easy, because we have various alternative solutions nowadays because of the modern technology. The research and the managers encounter big and small problems on a daily basis, which they have to solve by making the right decisions. So on the daily basis, in the department they are working in, they basically face various issues. So for that issue, they have to provide the right solution. Research is usually conducted to resolve problematic issues in the areas of accounting, finance, management, and marketing, and many other functions of the business. So these are the some common areas, you can say, in which a researcher can give the input. A researcher can choose a topic. If that researcher is a student, so he or she can pick up any topic. So these are some you can say the areas in which you can do the research. And if you are the manager, so managers face business issues with respect to the employees' behaviors, like in the HR department, with respect to the marketing. A lot of issues have been facing with respect to the finance functions, assets, liabilities, equities. So a lot of business issues are being faced nowadays by the managers. So we can categorize them in the main functional areas of the business, right? Those issues are related to the human resource, marketing, or the finance and accounting. And in business research, one of the main area which we need to consider while applying the step by step of the research in the whole process, and that is the ethics, right? We need to take care of the ethical code of conduct, right, while doing the research. So ethical conduct basically applies to the organization and the members that sponsor the research. the researchers who undertake the research, and the respondents who provide them with the necessary data. So at every step, we need to take care the code of conduct, right? We need to avoid all unethical things. For example, if a sponsor is sponsoring our research and he's funding our research, so we need to provide the accurate and transparent information to the sponsor so that asymmetric information could be avoided, so that he could become more, you can say, motivated about the research which we are doing for him, right? So we need to take care of the ethical standards while doing the research. And the members that sponsor the research should do it in good faith, pay attention to what the results indicate, and pursue organizational rather than self-interest. So we need to keep our self-interest aside. So we need to focus on the business problem and then provide the solution specific to that business problem while avoiding all the, you can say, the biased activities, the biased decision making, the biased information to be incorporated in that process. Ethical conduct should also be reflected in the behavior of the researchers. So everyone who is participating in the research, they have to take care the ethical conduct. They should avoid the plagiarism. They should avoid the concealment of information. They should avoid any biasness in the research, so that the ultimate optimal decision making could be achieved. So now you have to start the thinking, choose your area of research, and then that area will lead you to make it your skill. So master that area, and then when you master that area, you can sell your skill and earn, right? So you have to choose at least one area of the research, either the finance, the human resource, or the marketing, or any area of the interest in which you think you are strongest of all. So good luck for the upcoming lectures, and then the success ahead is waiting for you. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.